Hello everyone. So I'm going to be showing you how I do my colonoscopy prep. I'm going to have my third colonoscopy done tomorrow and my first endoscopy. I've never had that done before, so this should be interesting. Now, first of all, the reason why I'm having my third colonoscopy is because when I was 24, my appendix almost ruptured and they had to remove it. And when they removed it, they found a malignant tumor on my appendix. So then 3 agonizing weeks later, I had to find out if this tumor had spread to my colon, which this was significant and very scary for us because my dad died of colon cancer. So if it wasn't for my appendix rupturing, it would have went to my colon. The malignant tumor would have spread to my colon. I would have had colon cancer just like my father. And my father died when I was 15 to this cancer. It came back with a vengeance after his chemotherapy, and he ended up falling on the floor after a morning bowling that we went. And he ended up having 3 tumors in his brain, 1 in his lung, and I can't remember if it was again in his colon or not, probably not. But so yeah, that's why I'm having my third colonoscopy, and I'm only almost 37, and I have to have one every 5 years. And this time is a little bit different because my nurse I seen for this appointment, because this is a new doctor for me, she kept asking me a lot of questions, and I actually told her a couple things that were surprising to her. Like, I've had my bowel movements, some of them have been black, which she said the black can be a sign of having blood at the top of your stomach and it running down, and because the blood is so old, it's so dark. So that's also a scary little tidbit, and that's why they're doing the endoscopy for the first time. So after the tumor was found on the appendix, I haven't had any issues since then, and you can only imagine how scary that was, knowing I had a malignant tumor that could have led to a scary cancer episode, just like my father. So I'm glad to be past that. Hopefully now everything after tomorrow will be cleared. But I just wanted to do a rundown prep of what you do to prepare yourself for a colonoscopy. It's not as bad as what people make it out to be. So let's carry on. So this is the setup that I have, and per instructions, it states, the day before your colonoscopy, do not eat any solid foods. You may drink clear liquids only. Clear liquids must not be red, blue, or purple. Choices may include juices, clear soda, ice pops, broth with no meat parts in it, Jell-O, Gatorade, coffee and tea without creamer. It also states drinking extra fluids in addition to your prep solution is recommended to keep you well hydrated. So now we'll start off with what everything is. Now, everything I bought for this costed about $26 from Target. And I bought I think it's 12 pack of Gatorades, because they didn't have the big ones in my favorite flavor, of course. And then these Market Pantry, the sparkling water, Fuji apple and peach mango, which I'm excited to try because those sound delicious. The broth, I got chicken broth and beef and apple juice. I love apple juice. And Jell-O. So like we said with the colors, no red, blue, or purple. So my only choices were lemon and lime. And then we have the laxatives that I'll be taking this afternoon, is Docalax laxative and Miralax. So now at 4 p.m. today, the day before the colonoscopy, I'm going to be taking 2 of these Docalax tablets, and then that will start the poopage party, let's just say. And then the Miralax, I already divided up. So I divided this powder, it's a very stinky powder, I divided it into 4s, and I added it to these Gatorades, that way they'd be nice and cold for today. I did that last night. And also added Don't Touch, because I don't want my family to grab it and them also have a poopage party. So after I do the tablets, I'm drinking about half of this starting at 4:15, and then I drink another half each 15 minutes after. So basically I'll be drinking 2 of these between 4:15 and 5 o'clock, and then at, oh God, it's late, 11 p.m. I got to take the other Duclos. Oh my God, I'm not gonna be sleeping tonight, am I? Shit, I forgot about this. Okay, so you take 2 of those, and then I finish drinking the same method. I finish drinking these 2 every 15 minutes until it's done. Now, they do advise you here that you can apply Vaseline or Desitin ointment to the skin around the anus to help prevent skin irritation. Oh, Lord. So, now we have that out of the way. And the rest of these, there's no time frame to eat and drink any of this. You can do it at your own leisure whenever you're hungry, thirsty. You also have to have a lot of water to keep yourself hydrated. And these are the Jellos, lemon and lime. So that's all prepped and ready to go for me today. Now I'm just gonna read off the papers from the hospital, what is going to be done in preparation for this. Afterwards, because they're going to be putting me asleep, I'm not able to drive, so my fiance will be driving me home, and I cannot drive for 24 hours after my procedure. And it states what to expect. You will meet with your doctor before your procedure. They will explain the procedure to you and answer any questions you may have. You will meet with the anesthesiologist. They will review your medical history with you and talk with you about the kind of anesthesia, medication to make you sleep you will receive. You will be taken to the procedure room and helped with moving to the procedure table. You will be placed on your left side with your knees bent. So, like that. Once asleep, the provider will place the colonoscope into the rectum. The colonoscope is connected to a video monitor. This allows your doctor to see inside your colon. Your doctor will use air and fluid to move the colonoscope along the length of your colon while looking for anything unusual on the video monitor. And then they're also at the same time going to be doing the endoscopy going down my throat. Yay. It says your nurse will continue to monitor your heart, breathing, and blood pressure. Once you're fully awake, your nurse will remove your IV and discharge instructions will be given verbally and written. Please note that many people feel bloated and have stomach cramps after colonoscopy. This is normal and goes away by passing gas. Now it says when you go home, you may begin eating light foods as soon as you are discharged. You're working your way up to a normal diet. If your doctor wants you to limit your diet for a period of time, they will tell you. You can go back to doing your usual activities 24 hours after your procedure. Don't drink any alcoholic beverage for 24 hours after your procedure. After a colonoscopy, it is normal for your bowel movements to be irregular. This may last for about a week after your procedure. And then call your doctor or nurse if you have any problems like a temperature, bleeding from the rectum, stomach pain, bloating, weakness, faintness, and severe nausea or vomiting. So now I'll be eating my first colonoscopy breakfast with Austin, my little one. So I'm having apple juice and my Jello. And then I'll probably have either Gatorade or the sparkling water after. I'm gonna try and save the chicken broth and the beef broth for lunch, since that'll be the more savory part and the salty part that I'm craving.